Making Brian Brown's crew wait a little bit longer tonight to talk to you after that win with the World of Outlaws at Knoxville. You told me last week you want to make this race a rivalry, make the Team Knoxville thing a rivalry with the World of Outlaws. You guys got to get one. You got one tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I was proud. I think Austin ran fourth, and we were able to win. I was proud of Austin. Basically first and third, local guys start. He won the dash. I run third, and really trying to get the second on that last lap of that dash to have the locals on the front row. But actually, I think starting third maybe actually helped me a little bit versus on the outside. So, phenomenal car. The guys had my Casey's FTP car good. Just a great overall night. Qualified good, ran good in the heat, good in the dash, and was good enough there to win the game.
Are you a guy here that prefers the inside or the outside line?
It doesn't really matter. I feel like a lot of times that there's more grip on the bottom. Sometimes you get in the outside, it's hard to get going, and you could be running third or fourth before you get to turn one. Kind of like it was in the dash. I fell back to fifth and was able to get back to third. That was very important in my eyes. All night long with these guys, you can't give up in these spots. You have to put yourself in the right spot. Chad's doing a phenomenal job along with Justin, my dad, Leif. We kind of stumbled on something last week setup-wise, and it's worked really well, and I think it showed tonight.
You're always one to give the Duncans credit, especially when it's due. The track's been rubbering up lately around the Midwest. Maybe threw something a little different at it tonight as far as what last year's World of Outlaws show might have looked like, but what did you think of how the track ended up?
They're the best in the world. I mean that track, there's 4 or 5 different lanes you can run, and last week was great. A lot of times it's hard. I wouldn't want to do their job. They guess a lot, and sometimes they guess right, and all the sun came out or the clouds went under. It's like they're the most underappreciated people probably here because they're expected to do it right, and when they do it wrong, it's like, well, what'd they do? But they're the best in the world. Proud to race on their dirt, and just being in this place in general is awesome. And to beat the Outlaws, I talked about it last week. Rivalries, we have to win half the time, and we were able to win one last year, and then able to win tonight. And proud of Austin too to be able to run fourth. That's a really good run for him, and hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow. We can come back and try to do it again. I like where we're at as a team. I feel like that normally I've been maybe a guy that just runs the top, and that's kind of all I got. And I feel like I run the bottom right now better than I actually run the top. And, I think that's just in order to win these big races, you got to be able to put your car in both spots. And maybe in years past I wasn't as diverse, but I'm working real hard at it, and hopefully come back tomorrow and do it again.
I know when I was starting out as a kid here talking to you, it was really nerve-wracking approaching you and asking the question of it's Brian versus Donnie when the Nationals roll around. Think about yourself as a racer at that time when I was asking those probably stutterous questions that I was trying to get through and struggling to do it, to now, how much more well-rounded are you, and what did it take to get there?
Yeah, I honestly think if you put me back in those positions again, I think I probably win the Knoxville Nationals, at least one of the 3. I took the lead from him 1 year on the bottom, and then got chickened out or didn't have enough confidence in myself, took the lead on the bottom and went back to the top. He drove right back by me, 3 to go or 5 to go or whatever it is. So I feel like that just trying to be more well-rounded, trying to race smart. The smartest guy is going to win this race. Maybe not the fastest guy all the time, but the smartest guy. Move the bottom, do whatever I need to do, but your car's got to be good too. And my guys have given me a great Casey's FTP, Andy's Frozen Custard car. So looking forward to tomorrow, and hopefully the weather holds off.